Hello YouTube. Alright, this is my review of why you should get the Xbox Series S, and is it worth it? In the short answer, yes and no. Okay, now the Xbox Series S is actually like the budget version of the new Xbox Series for the next gen consoles, and personally I think that it's really powerful for such a small little guy. And why not buy for it? Because first of all, why should you buy? The first reason is the price. Now it's about $200 cheaper compared to the bigger brother, which is the Xbox Series S, and you can actually get more out of the deal with Game Pass. Now you can look at my games here. I have not bought a single game on Xbox. Totally all is on Game Pass. Now that is the second reason why one should consider buying the Xbox Series S. Because if for me, for where I'm in Asia, Singapore, so PlayStation is actually more prominent than Xbox because they have obviously more of my friends play on PlayStation. So definitely that's going to be my main system where I'm going to be playing probably all those competitive shooters like Call of Duty and etc. But why I will not consider getting the Xbox Series X is, first of all, this will be my secondary console, and the games that actually interest me on Xbox are all the indie games like Celeste, Hollow Knight, and actually there was Dead Cells, Unruly Heroes, Katana Zero, which is fantastic. Now, like I said, I don't know whether I'm getting older or it's just midlife crisis or something, like my name does. This is with Xbox Game Pass, so look at all of this. This is fantastic. These are all the games that are on Game Pass, and if I slowly scroll, I mean, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then as long as you have a monthly subscription, you can get access to all these games. Now, a lot of people are complaining that this is like you're not getting next gen, and it's a waste of money getting all the new gen consoles and all that. But honestly, why? I mean, why the discuss? I mean, look at this. This is all the games you can get, and they're getting more and more games that are being optimized for the Xbox Series X and S. And why not? Probably I'm gonna get my PS and I'm gonna get my Call of Duty, the Miles Morales, and all that. But eventually, games like those indie games or the old games, I'll probably just play it on Xbox just to get the kick out of it and all this. So why not? Second is like, it's cheap. It's really cheap, to be honest. And with Xbox, you can get the installment plan where you don't need to get a huge amount of cash out, and you still get a month subscription of Game Pass free. So why not, guys? This is really fantastic, right? The third reason why I feel that you should get an Xbox Series S is because you're basically getting all of these games that actually can be played also on a Series X, but at a lower resolution. Now, on Xbox, it says that Series S is that it is 1440p at 120 hertz or 1080p at 120 hertz. Now, not everyone is gonna have a 4K TV, and most of us is just probably gonna game on a monitor or something of a lower resolution. But how about those with a 4K TV? Does it mean that you have to go for the Series X? If that is your original console, then by all means. But if you're gonna get a second console like say a PS5, then why not? Why does it have to be the Series X? You can save the money and get other things, got other accessories and etc. Such as a wireless headset or something. Also, Xbox Series S, when played on a 4K TV, it gets upscaled to 4K. So as you can see from my settings right here, the TV display is 4K. Because I hooked it up to my Elgato HD60S Plus, so after that it can't really do this. I'm currently using a Sony X900H, but for my country, it has not gotten the 120 hertz update, so that's really dumb. So that's all I can get. As you can see, it does play 4K HD, 60 hertz, and it's good enough for me. I mean, just look at this. I mean, all these games that I've been trying to get so far, like for example, in the end, after installing all these games, yeah, I play a bit of Warzone. I suck at it, but it's just try my luck keeping up with the younger people. But it's fun, and Ori is pretty nice and all this. But it's a game like, for example, Cluster Truck. Cluster Truck is freaking awesome, I mean, just look at this. Oh wait, what the hell? Shit. I think I'm gonna die. Okay, I'll just die. Okay, so you see, this is a game that probably after a day's work, I come in and I just don't want to think so much, because sometimes playing with AAA titles, it's not saying that it's not nice, but sometimes, oh shit, it's just like a you just want to do something, and especially for guys, you come back after you're tired, but you just feel like gaming, but you can't really think. So you can just like play games that allow you to go into screensaver mode or something like that. A very mindless but yet loads of fun kind of games. So this is one of them, and for example, other games like certain Xbox exclusives like Gear 5. Gear 5 on this, I mean, is disgusting. It's really fun. I've never played Gears at all because I've never owned the Xbox. This is my first Xbox, and to be honest, I'm completely blown away. This is really something that I did not expect to experience. Then when I get it, I realized, okay, this is really what they are experiencing on Xbox. Because in the past I used to be one of those. I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy, but at least I had all the PS. But eventually, I kept looking at Xbox. I know this time around with Phil Spencer announcing a lot of things and all that, and the idea of Game Pass really blew me away. I mean, it's something that, it really caught my eye. And here, after about a month on Game Pass, I think it's really fantastic. So why not? Another reason why you should get an Xbox Series S is because, if, for example, if you're coming from an OG Xbox or let's say a PS4, and you want to experience next gen quick and fast, why not? Because the load times, as you can see from the way, I mean, this thing is loading. It's pretty fast. It's really pretty fast, and just like that, I'm already loading. Look at the load speeds. It's crazy. On the OG Xbox, which I had one originally due to my cousin's old one. He didn't want it, so he just lent me for a while. I mean, the loading times compared to this was crazy. This is on 4K TV and it's upscale. It's a 4K image. I know you can't see it on YouTube, but it's because it's gonna be 1080p on YouTube with 60 frames a second based on my capture card. But wow, it's really fantastic. It's really clear. It's responsive. This is 60 hertz. Just gaming on 60 hertz on a TV, on a console, is really pretty impressive. And wow, I'm just totally blown away really for the price that I paid. I mean, I've already paid for a gaming PC, and I also thought that was really fantastic. But I was blown away. And then there's Tetris Connect. I mean, this is no brainer. You're gonna play. You're gonna love it. I mean, especially for those around the age of, let's say, 25 onwards, or maybe even the late 20s to like early 40s or even 50s, they're gonna love this game. I mean, it's freaking beautiful, very beautiful, and it's, like I said, it's mindless. Where you can still go into screensaver mode and you can still play it pretty well, and it's on Xbox Game Pass. And these kind of games, even though I find them interesting, I will not pay money for them. Probably I'll just say, that's a waste of money. I'll probably just get the game and, just save up and get a better game. That's more worth it. You will buy games based on its playing value. Like for example, I'll probably buy Call of Duty or Cold War because I know my buddies are gonna buy it and we're gonna play for a long time and all that nonsense. But these kind of games, I won't. I mean, I'll be like, it's a waste of money. I'll probably just find those old indie ones and so on. But in the end, no. this was something that actually I've been pretty much hooked on recently. Yeah, so why not, guys? Why not? Why should buy? Why this is why you should buy the Xbox Series S, because you don't need a Series X to play all these games, even though you can. But if let's say you're like me, I fall under the group of people who's getting a second console. So it makes no sense for me to get like a two super powerful 4K systems. Not saying that you can't, but I rather save that extra money on getting something else, maybe like I don't know, extra accessories like a extra controller or a better headset or something like that. So you can save the money right there. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful, isn't it? But I tell you guys, I really suck at this. It's really hard. But yeah, I've been really hooked. And don't let me get started on the bloody Metrovania games. So all this can actually be accessed and played and enjoyed on your Xbox Series S, which is almost as good. So why not, guys? Why not? So these are my reasons why you should get the Xbox Series S. Some people ask you, is it really a waste of money? I should have just gone for the Series X. Personally, it's not a waste of money. From my opinion, this is just my opinion. But I know some people say, no, you mean if you're gonna spend this kind of money, you're gonna top up the extra 200. You could have just gotten this, because then there'll be a lack of space because of the lack of 1 terabyte compared to this one is 512. I agree, but hey, I mean, come on, guys. Some people say, oh, you won't have enough space. I mean, you can see from my list of it, I'm only using up to there's still 86. I used up 86%, and there's still like almost 50 gig free. I can just uninstall the game, really. And if you have to, you can get those hard disks, those old hard disks to go and just transfer, and you can still play them off that hard disk, as long as these are not those Xbox Series X or S optimized games, which you require you just to transfer them from the hard disk to the Xbox personal hard disk, which is the SSD, which have the faster loading times. Now that is worth it. So why not, guys? I mean, it's a no-brainer right there. You don't need necessarily to get the that card SSD that they're selling from Seagate, which is costs almost as much as the Xbox Series S. You don't need to, personally. That's my opinion. I mean, if you're telling me, oh, I have to store all the games and hundreds of games and this and that, I mean, by all means, go ahead. You can get that, but you're gonna spend a bomb already. All you need to do is just get some normal, portable hard disk, which is like what you can get like for what, under $100 for 4 terabytes. Those are fantastic. They're good enough. So why worry, guys? Okay. It's definitely worth the money. But like I said, this is not for everyone. So, people, they keep thinking they want Xbox, the next gen, it has to be 4K. If this is gonna be your solo one, go ahead, get the Xbox Series X. But if this is gonna be your secondary console, or you're on a budget and you don't have a 4K TV, you have a gaming monitor that is 1080p, 144 Hz, then go ahead, really, go ahead. Alright, anyway, guys, I hope you liked my review. If there's anything you didn't like or you feel like I should have touched upon, just leave a comment. If you like it, leave a like on the video. If you don't like it, leave a dislike. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Midlife Crisis. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.